Hello friendos, welcome back to Souls 3 for Microsoft Windows Computer. In the last webisode, absolutely nothing happened. In this webisode, I have a plan, and I also forgot to press the record button. But nothing happened. I never died, so you didn't miss out on my suffering. I just made it to our friend over here and realized, wait, I never pressed record. Yes, so we are going to attempt the cold guy again. I have a plan. I kind of know that I was thinking about this, and he kind of only moves slowly. He moves slowly when I'm far away from him, and when I'm close is when he goes at the speed of light. So I was thinking I could like keep my distance and just chuck bombs at him. So that's what we're gonna do, and I've also got my list of topics here with me to talk about to fill the dead air. Because we'll just be doing the same thing over and over if I die. So yeah, that's what's going on today. That's what's happening in this webisode. There is one topic that is on my mind that is not on my list of topics, but I do not want to talk about it. It's about what happened today. Or tomorrow, probably. That's when this video will be. Well, yesterday, actually. It happened yesterday, for when this video was going up. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm very sad about it. I'm not in a terribly great mood. And playing this game isn't gonna improve that, but anyway. Let's get down here and try our luck. I'm also playing online because I played offline the last 2 times because I was sick of the troll messages that would show up here and need to do some not so great things. So I've been playing offline. I'm playing online this time because I'm hoping maybe there'll be like a hint. Try trapping inside. No one has said anything about the guy other than ally ahead. And yeah. So here we go. Pairing required ahead. Alright, let's slit our wrist and give ourselves tetanus just in case. Yeah. We're that 90s, no, not 90s, that 2010s emo style. Alright, here we go. Oh, it was a mistake. Run away! You have another bomb? Yeah, okay, so that didn't work. So it's a good thing I got my list of topics because we'll be seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And so the suffering begins. So, you wouldn't know from, like, what I put out into the world. You know, if you look at my channel, you'll see I mostly just talk about, not just my channel either, you know, really, just make sure I got everyone. Oh, wait, does King Rat just, like, evaporate when he dies? That's funny, I never noticed that. I think I've killed King Rat more than any other enemy at this point, and I've still never lost to him. And I never will lose to him. So, Fuck you, Jonah. But anyway. You wouldn't know it based on, like, what I put out into the world. Because, you know, what I basically cover just MMOs, online games, and PC games. But my favorite... Okay. My favorite genre is actually the JRPG. And what I like about these games is, well, first of all, they're story-driven games. And I like to go on, like, big grand adventures. You know, I don't just want to kill people. It works for me. I don't just want to kill people. I want what I do to have meaning. You know, I want, like, a motivation behind it. I want a goal, an adventure to go on. I don't just want to wander aimlessly in the world and just kill things. I want to save the world from whatever evil is plaguing it. And what I really like about JRPGs is not only is that they usually have, like, a party member system where you control not one character, but usually in these games it's four at a time. So you can, you know, get your team together and, you know, try out you know, a bunch of different combinations. And I actually think it gives you more customization than Western RPGs, because in those games you only have one character, and, you know, that's your character, you personalize it. But in these games you have multiple characters that you can build within reason any way you want. So you can build one character one way, or build another character another way, instead of just having one character with one build. And the first JRPG I ever played was Pokemon Blue, which was also the first... No, that was the first one I ever owned. Damn it! I thought I had him there. That was the first one I ever owned. First one I ever played was Pokemon Yellow, which was also the first game I ever played. My cousin, he would come home, you know, back when I lived in Cambridge, he would come to visit every Christmas, and he would bring with him his Game Boy. And we would play together, sorta. And he would always bring, like, 2 games. It would be Super Mario World and Pokemon Yellow. And Pokemon Yellow was the first game I ever played in my life. And I loved it. I was hooked the moment. He also had Seamus. Weird little game. It was in a black cartridge, where you're the secret agent robot named Seamus, and you have to track down an evil robot that escaped from the scientist's lab because the scientist somehow made him out of his way to make an evil robot. That's literally the game's intro. I remember it clear as day. The scientist made 2 robots, one good and one evil. And it's like, why would he do that? And, you know, you are the good robot, Seamus, and you have to track down the evil robot who escaped and defeat him. But anyway, Pokemon Yellow was the first game I ever played. It was the first JRPG I ever played. Crystal was the first. It was either Pokemon Crystal or Sonic Advanced. It was the first game we had in the house. It wasn't mine, though. Those belonged to my mother and my sister, who got those games to distract them from 9/11 when that happened. So those were the first games that I could play, like, whenever I wanted. And, you know, me and my mom, we would do Pokemon Crystal together, and it was really nice. Just Cyndaquil together. That was her first Pokemon. Although I secretly kind of Chikorita a little more, but she really leaned into Cyndaquil, and I think now I like Cyndaquil more, because of that memory I have. And Cyndaquil's adorable. But yeah, her reasoning was, we should get the fire type because fire kills people, and grass and water don't kill people. I mean, it's solid logic. I gotta give it that. But the first game that I actually owned myself was Pokemon Blue, and even though by that time Gen 2 was out. See, I was a kid. I had no concept of sequels and what was better or anything. I got Pokemon Blue because blue was my favorite color. It's my favorite color. So I got Pokemon Blue, and that was the first game I ever owned. I picked Squirtle because, again, my favorite color is blue, and Squirtle is blue. Technically, they were all blue in Pokemon Blue because the game had no color. But I knew, I've seen the anime. Well, back then I didn't know what an anime is. It was just a show. I knew what Squirtle looked like. And he was blue, and I picked him. And to this day, he's still... Squirtle and Blastoise are my favorite Pokemon. Just because they were my first Pokemon, and I love them, and they're my best friends in the whole world. My favorite Pokemon gameplay-wise is Alakazam because he's fast, so he can move first, usually all the time, and he has really high special attack, so he can one-shot his opponents all the time. Almost all the time. There are better, there are more Pokemon with more speed and attack, after Gen 7, but Alakazam, he's just got a special place in my heart. I remember the first time I used Alakazam. He wasn't even Alakazam at this point. He was just Kadabra. It was in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and I found Raikou right after Ecruteak City, and I had Kadabra use Psybeam on it to weaken it, and Kadabra just took him out one shot. It wasn't even a critical hit. It was level 25. Raikou was level 40. It wasn't even his strongest move, because Psybeam's 60 power. It wasn't even his strongest form, because he was still Kadabra. And it wasn't even a critical hit or super effective. It was just pure damage, and it took him out. And ever since then, Alakazam has been my favorite Pokemon to use gameplay-wise. It's not my favorite Pokemon memory-wise. That's Squirtle and Blastoise. But he is my favorite Pokemon to use in gameplay. And, you know, there are better Pokemon that do what Alakazam does better. Now in Gen 7, you know, Pheromosa has higher attack and speed. But I'll never forget that day that a level 25 Alakazam one-shot a Raikou. I wasn't even mad, I was just impressed. One-shot a Raikou that was almost double his level. And then my favorite Pokemon, design-wise, like just pure appearance is Dratini, just because I just think he looks neat. It's a solid design, he's cute, you know, he's this little serpent dragon, he's got those little frills on the hive, you know, that white dot in the forehead, that cute snout. He's just the most aesthetically pleasing Pokemon, I think. And I was going, oh yeah, JRPGs. So, but the thing about Pokemon in those games, you still control one Pokemon at a time. You know, you do have a team, but it's still, the battles are still one-on-one. So when I was like 10 or maybe not even 9 or 8, I was flipping through a gaming magazine. You know, back when those were still a thing. And at this point, I hadn't played, the games that I've played are like Lego Star Wars and Jak and Daxter. Games where you only ever control one character at a time. And even if there are like extra characters on the field, all they do is really just stand there and watch like, you in any of the battles. So I saw one, unless, you know, you're playing multiplayer, so I saw this one picture, I don't know what game it was, I've been trying to find what game it was kind of like an anime-style game, and they were all riding horses. And remember, on the bottom of the screen, each character had an individual life bar and health, and I was like, that's so cool. And I just thought, like, that's so cool. They actually, you actually have, like, allies that help you, instead of just, like, doing all the work yourself. And to this day, I don't know what game that was, because I don't have that, I don't know where that magazine is anymore. You know, they kind of looked like it had a Western theme, so I think it might have been like Wild Arms. The thing is, the graphics were 3D, and I looked up, you know, Wild Arms games, and they're all, you know, sprite-based. So I don't know what maybe it was like a Tales of game, I don't know. During that time, I think the most current Tales of game would have been like Tales of Symphonia, but I don't. There's a part where they ride horses. I've never played Tales of Symphonia. I don't know. And that was like the first 3D Tales game, so it wouldn't have been one before that, but the one that came after that is Tales of Abyss, which I have played, and it wasn't Tales of Abyss. So, I don't know what it would have been. There's some things in life that will just remain a mystery, and I guess that's one of them. But anyway, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. You know, a game where you don't have to go it alone. And I think the first JRPG, other than Pokemon, that I played, where you control multiple characters and have a party, I'm not sure what it was. I briefly played Dragon Quest VIII, because my cousin had Dragon Quest VIII, but then he was like, yo, this game is stupid. And then he took it out of the system and started playing Chicken Little for the PS2. He had terrible taste. I played Dragon Quest VIII, and it's actually like one of the best games of all time. Not my favorite Dragon Quest though. That's Dragon Quest V. Actually, I would put Dragon Quest VIII on like a number 4 as far as Dragon Quest goes. Number 3, I'd put Dragon Quest XI, and number 2, I'd put Dragon Quest IX, and then number 1, Dragon Quest V. But I can't remember what my first, I think it would have been PS2 GameCube era. I think it was Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. I think that's what it was. I don't think I ever played any... Oh, alarm. But we're gonna keep going. I don't think I played any JRPGs on the PS2, and the ones that I have played on the PS2 are games that I played in my adult life, like Persona 4 and Persona 3 and Kingdom Hearts. But I didn't play those games as a kid. I think I would have been a very troubled kid if I played Persona as a kid. So I think it was... And I had a Nintendo 64, but I didn't have any JRPGs for it. I don't know if there were any Nintendo 64, actually. There probably was. I mean, I played Pokemon Stadium. Does that count? Probably not. So yeah, I think it was Paper Mario. That was my first like real JRPG. Well, I don't know if I could call it that, because you only control 2 characters, but you do control multiple characters. You know, Mario, and then, you know, whatever you choose for your partner. Huh. You know, I wonder if... And then the furthest memory I have of playing a JRPG after that is Final Fantasy XII Red and Wings, which was my first Final Fantasy, and to this day still my favorite Final Fantasy. Excellent game that does not get enough love. No one ever like acknowledges Red and Wings' existence, but like it's better than the first 12. And it's better than every other Final Fantasy game. It's also the best RTS I've ever played. It's so good. So yeah, I think that was... Or, you know, I had where you could have more than 2 characters and, like, have a full 4-man team, but that game let you do 5 men. I think the first standard JRPG I played, I think it was actually Persona 4, and I was in high school. Like, you know, a turn-based game where you have 4 characters, because Revan Wings was... Actually, no, it was not Persona 4. After that, after Revan Wings, I played Dragon Quest IX. So, yeah, Dragon Quest IX was my first standard JRPG, which I played when I was 12. Yes, that does make sense. And then after that, you know, was Tales of Vesperia. Yeah, okay, I've got my timeline down. And then it was Persona 4. But Persona 4 was the game that made me realize that JRPGs are what I really like. That was like the breakout game for me. Because I loved that game to death. It was like, I expected to hate it, but everyone told me it's really good. You should try it. I was like, all right, you know, but I'm not really expecting much because, you know, I'm just looking at things online and it looks okay. And then I played it, and it was like the greatest thing ever. It's definitely in my top 10, like, best games of all time. I think it's actually number 4 in my top 10. But yeah, what I like about JRPGs are... it's the story. Usually they tell amazing stories. And then the characters, you know, the characters are always really fun. And I like building the teams. Party building aspect, that's always awesome. So yeah, I guess Dragon Quest IX was my first, like, standard, by-the-books JRPG, you know, turn-based, you know, use up to 4 characters in battle. Because, you know, Thousand Year Door, you got 2 characters. And then Pokemon, you got 1 character. So I think... So, yeah, first JRPG I played on Blue with an asterisk, and then Thousand Year Door with an asterisk, and then the definitive answer with no asterisk is Dragon Quest IX. Where was I going with this? I completely... Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, why I like them. Yeah, it's the team building. And also, just only ever having 1 character, it just feels lonely. You know? In JRPGs, you got a whole gang. You got a whole crew to go adventuring with. And some of my favorite JRPGs, I really like Xenoblade. Xenoblade is probably game series I've ever played where every game increases. Like, every other game I've played has at least, like, that one bad entry in the series, but not Xenoblade. Every single Xenoblade game is good. Xenoblade 1 is awesome. One of the greatest games of all time. Xenoblade 2, same deal. Xenoblade X is... It's a really good game, but I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest games of all time. It's probably the weakest entry in the series, but it's still an awesome game. And I really like Dragon Quest. Actually, I've been in a Dragon Quest mood for like a long time. You know, but like, I've played all the Dragon Quest games. I actually haven't played all the Dragon Quest games. But I played all the Dragon Quest games that are readily available to me. That I'm able to play on the hardware that I own. So, other than the spin-offs, I haven't played the Dragon Quest spin-offs. What I like about Dragon Quest games is they just feel... they never lose that old school flair. Like, you got Final Fantasy trying to, like, reinvent itself with every entry. And then Dragon Quest is just like, nah. Let's just do what we know works. And what we know is awesome. And the humor is great. The art style is awesome. The character design is all done by Akira Toriyama. And that's really, really awesome. Toriyama is probably, like, my favorite artist ever. This guy, like, he cannot make something bad looking. It's impossible. I say that when he made... when he made, the Ginyu Force. I mean, I love the Ginyu Force, but they don't exactly have the coolest designs. Yeah, it's cool. Their personality makes up for it. For their bizarre designs. Oh yeah, he also did Cell's second form, so you know. Cell's second form is a meme, but it's always been a meme in my heart. Yeah, the big lips, the goofy way his head protrudes out. I mean, it's kind of a meme, you know, you remember Shoot the Whoop? I mean, that was a meme, and it used his design for the Shoot the Whoop. But yeah, JRPGs are great. I love them. It's my favorite genre. But speaking of MMOs, so I do a lot on these channels, and I said my limit was 5. But I was thinking about recently, and the MMOs that I consider to be my main MMOs, you know, the ones that are my 5, and, you know, it's kind of on the side. I actually only play one of them regularly, and that's Phantasy Star Online 2. The other ones in the batch, you know, Guild Wars 2, I'm on hiatus. I mean, I still play it once a week, you know, to get daily money, you know, to do a daily once a week, you know, get that free 2 gold. But I put it on hold until the new expansion, End of Dragons, comes out, which feels like it'll probably be the last expansion. The trailer makes it feel, well, the title. The trailer makes it feel very climactic. And there's also the fact that Guild Wars 1 stopped receiving updates after 10 years. And Guild Wars 2 is actually on its 8th year. So, and there's also the matter that where did you come from? You were all the way over there. Or are we still here just to suffer? Anyway, and there's also the matter that this expansion, End of Dragons, almost didn't happen. Because everyone is asking, like, oh, is there going to be another expansion? And there's like, we got no plans. That's what, you know, they said, we have no plans for another expansion after Path of Fire. So this really feels like a final expansion to me. Yeah, no, it might not be the final expansion, but that's what it feels like to me. And considering how, again, this expansion almost didn't happen in the first place, really makes me feel like even if it's not the last expansion, I should treat it like it's the last expansion. Like, if I don't... Like, I haven't used the elite specs in the game because none of them really, like, jumped out to me. By the way. So the elite specs for other classes are cool. I'm talking more specifically, like Chronomesmer and Mirage. And Chronomancer and Mirage didn't really, like, speak to me, like, wanted to spec my character around them. So I was just like, I'll just wait next expansion, see what they got there. You know, see what elite spec comes with that expansion. So I'm going to make my choice, to finally make a choice on an elite spec this expansion, End of Dragons. Because I have to, and this is the reason I've been on hiatus from Guild Wars 2 for a while, like pseudo-hiatus, it's because, you know, I ran a Phantasm build, and they removed Phantasms from the game, like the entire mechanic. Now, basically, the Phantasm skills, what they do is that they show up, they do one attack, and then they disappear. But the entire mechanic of the Phantasm is completely gone. They're just glorified attacks now, regular attacks now. So my Mesmer became absolute garbage. Because the mechanic he was built around no longer existed. So I no longer enjoyed playing Mesmer. It was no longer fun to me, because I mean, like, if I wanted to be Power, if I wanted to play, because my only other option now is to play Shatter. But if I wanted to play Shatter, I would have played Shatter, right? I chose Phantasm because I liked Phantasm better than Shatter, and I didn't want to play Shatter. But now Shatter is my only option, and I don't like it. and I just kind of realized this is garbage. I don't want to play this game if I can't play it the way I want to play it. So, I mean, and there was no alternative for this, no workaround, like, no way to play any other build than Shatter. Is like, you had to be Shatter. Like, they forced you into one build. They didn't give anything in place of Phantasm, it was just, alright, everyone is Shatter now. And I really didn't like that. That they forced you into playing a certain way. And their argument was like, oh, this is how we wanted the class to be, you know, Phantasm was never supposed to be a thing. I'm like, well, guess what? I didn't like that. And I tried playing the other classes, but I didn't find anything that really jived with me like Mesmer used to. So I just gave up. And I'm waiting for End of Dragons to give me an elite spec that me make the game fun again. Because that's what elite specs do, they fundamentally change how a class works. They basically change them into a whole new class. So, that's really the only hope for the game, for me, and I love Guild Wars. Like, I want to like it, but I just can't bring myself to really, like, get into it anymore, because what I like about the game doesn't exist anymore. What I used to like about the game doesn't exist anymore. And it's like, I still like the combat, it's like, and like how the combat system works, but it's like, I can't use it if I can't find a class I like to play. You know what I mean? You know, does that make any sense? And I mean, so it's like, I'm really, all my hopes are riding on End of Dragons, and this is, I'm going to treat this like it is the last expansion, so if I don't like the new elite spec, that might be my cue to leave. And I don't want to leave, because I do like the game. I've really invested a lot of time into it. I've dubbed it my forever MMO. And I'm just waiting for its redemption arc, basically. And I hope it does have one. But PSO2, I'm feeling a little burnt out on PSO2 right now, because I've just been playing it so much. But I really like the game. I think the combat's really fun. Not as fun as Guild Wars 2 used to be, but pretty close. I'm killing my voice by just speaking non-stop. Yeah, I really like PSO2. Really good game, although I feel like I've been playing it a little too much. And maybe I should take a break from it. Just to, like, you know, let my mind battery recharge. That was so close. I thought I had him. I thought I had him. But he had a sliver of hope left. and I didn't realize it. Oh man, I'm so sad. But the other games that I have on my 5 main MMOs, is World of Warcraft Classic, which I haven't played because I don't have a job, and so I can't really justify spending money on a subscription right now because the pandemic has taken everything from me. And the same deal is with Final Fantasy XIV, which is the 4th MMO on my 5 MMOs list. You know, again, I can't justify paying a subscription that I cannot afford. But yeah, I really like both those games. And then the 5th one is Wakfu, which I admittedly have not played since I did Game of Week on it because, because I've been doing other Game of Weeks, so that kind of like went on to that. Or maybe 5 isn't my limit, maybe, well, this guy's super redundant. Maybe 4 is my limit. But right now I'm only playing 1, because I'm waiting on Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2's on hiatus. And WoW Classic and Final Fantasy XIV are in subscription purgatory. There's Black Desert Online, but I consider that to be a side MMO. And I also haven't played since I did Game of Week on it. I kind of want Game of Week to be done because I feel like I've got enough games in my library and I just want to play them instead of game every week. But I have this whole list done and we're not even halfway through. We're not even halfway through it, and it's like, you know that. And, you know, I just feel like I have enough games now, and I don't need to play any more new ones. But I'm a man of my word. I said I would commit myself to Game a Week, and that is what I will do. But the sooner I want to really, I don't want to take a whole lot of breaks from Game a Week, like, you know, like I have been doing. Because I want to, like, I have other things I want to do, like I'm writing that high fantasy novel, and, you know, I'm doing that and Game a Week. We did it! I got an ethereal straight sword. Oh, yes, we got it. See, that's the secret. Just talk about my life while I do it. I had 4 things to talk about. The other 2 things were dinosaurs that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to talk about lore, and, you know, my favorite lores and different storylines, different stories. But yeah, my favorite lore is the Ivalice lore in Final Fantasy. And my favorite dinosaur is either a Brontosaurus or a Brachiosaurus. I can't really decide. But yeah, I kind of just want to get through Game a Week at this point. I just want to bang it out, because, you know, there are other things I want to do. I want to make a game, I want to write a book, and I can't really do that. You know, I'm only one person. So I've been trying to do it all at once, but I've been really just spreading myself too thin, and I haven't really been getting anything done. And I don't know. I like doing Game a Week, but I just think the sooner I can finish it, the better. But anyway, we're done. We defeated that guy, so I'm gonna stop talking your ear off about things that you probably don't care about. And let's go through the store. Could this be a thumb? Or could it be a thumb? Disparage this message. Okay. Rated poor. Let's check out that short sword we got. 61 plus 167. 124 plus 51. That's not as good as what we have. Which is unfortunate, because really use, like, a pick-me-up. Let us continue on. Oh, did you see that texture pop in? Literally unplayable. Ooh! Oh, a bonfire! It was right here all along. Alright. Let's go level up, and then we'll call it a day. I'm very pleased with how this went. And you know what? I needed, after what happened today, I needed something to go good in the world. So this was nice. And I enjoyed talking about all those things, even though my thoughts weren't really coherent. It was kind of hard to talk and play at the same time and talk about something that isn't related. But I really like, I really wanted to share my love of JRPGs and what MMOs I'm playing and dinosaurs and lore. Things that I didn't really care about. And it's like I want to do them justice by talking about them, and I don't think I talked about them well enough, so... Oh, praise the woman! Oh, my thing's still here. So I hope my feelings of love conveyed to you. Talking is hard. Anyway, enough of that, let's just go on.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
Actually, there are things I want to do first, like sell stuff.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Buy my things. I'm gonna hold on to that for now, because it's like a trophy. Claymore, we don't need Claymore anymore. These... we want to hang on to that for now. This is garbage. This is garbage. This is garbage. Where's rubbish? There's rubbish. Alright, cool.
Ashen One, be sure.
And then... we consume? Oh, sweet, this is so nice. We don't have to do it one at a time. I was just thinking, like, is there a way for me to just consume them all at once? And then I saw you selected, and I was like, oh, that looks suspicious. And that's all our things. Let's level up.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
Oh, thank you.
Speak thine heart's desire.
It's really nice to see you, actually. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
And you guys are knowing what we're doing. We gotta hit 50 strength to use that stuff that we got from Aegon of Karim. So here we go. Well, now I'm sad. All that work, and then we only got 2 level ups.
Ashen One, to be.
Yeah, see ya. Oh, our buddy's gone. Huh. You guys told me to talk to everyone in this place, and there are 2 people that I've missed. You said I want to take either a left or right from Andre here. Oh, by the way, do you say anything new?
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service? Ashen One, if my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash.
I think we heard that. You said there are 2 people I missed.
Well, Ned, 'tis good to see ye in good health.
How are you too,
What
man?
needs smithing this day?
Nothing, I just came to see you.
Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems requires a special kind of gold. My humble coals won't be any use infusing more unusual gems. I know, it's an awful shame, but it's all I have. Oh, please don't give me that look. Believe it or not, I'm quite thin-skinned.
Bless this man. Did I get any? No.
Prithee, be careful.
Yeah, I'll see you, dude. I love you. Now you guys said somewhere over here there should be 2 more guys for me to find. Oh. Oh, yes.
Oh, hello, you're back.
Oh, hey, I
Hello,
kind of
One
remember
Piece.
you.
Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
What does he sell? Embers. Well, it's good to know I can get embers from this guy. I can just buy embers now. I don't think anything else is, like, worth it. Okay. Cool.
Do me a favor and don't forget our promise. Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. A nuisance, I know, but it will help me tie up some loose ends.
Yeah, right on. If I see her, I'll...
Do me a favor and don't forget our promise.
Yeah, whatever, dog.
Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall.
If I see her, I'll do it. And there's one more guy I need to talk to. Oh, I think I see him. Oh. Oh, it's this guy. Hey, man.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame.
Don't say that.
And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service.
You're...
I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Draw out true strength. What does
Then
this...
shall we begin? Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
Oh. Oh, he just levels me up. Wait. What? Does he just give me a free level up? Okay. Yeah, no required soul. No souls required. He just gives me a free level. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't need any of that.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, the magic of Londor is a far cry from the wonders of Vinheim. But I can teach you what I know. Perhaps, more importantly, I believe that I can help tease out your true strength. We pilgrims of Londor are keenly aware that those branded by the dark side possess something quite special.
Beckon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, our champion. Oh, our champion of Ash. Welcome back. I would do anything for my master. Just
I don't like
say
how
the
this guy
word.
puts himself down so much. Like, you're worth so much more than you
As I
think you
have
are.
said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas,
Yeah,
the
but
magic
yeah, I've already heard that, so yeah. And there's two other guys that I haven't spoken to yet. We need to, and then we'll call it a, the dude who sits here, who's not here anymore. We should track him down, and then the guy on the throne, who we actually haven't spoken to in a long time. Oh, there you are.
Unkindled, are we? And fast on the trail of the Lords absconded? Then these red eyes are for you.
Cracked red eye orb.
Use them to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for?
Consumed to invade another world. Try that out next time.
Pillage embers for briefly heightened strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for?
Yeah, okay. He looks kind of different. Wasn't he wearing like a knight's armor and helmet? And now he kind of looks like Robin Hood. Anyway, you are the last guy we're gonna talk to before ending today.
Fret not, fret not. My feet are here firmly planted. For I am a lord, and this is my throne.
Oh! What does this do? Do I do it?
Treat the firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like thee, prisoners both, kept to link the fire.
Transposing Clin. I don't think there's anything I can do with it. I don't think there's anything I can do with it, so let's just give it to him.
Not. My feet are here firmly planted. For I am a lord, and this is my throne. Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferred to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition?
Soul of the Rock. Oh, so You guys told me that, oh, okay. You guys told me to hang on to them because the bosses, because they do something cool. So this is what they do. You can get strong gear. That is cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I guess I can get one thing from each of them. So let's see, we got Thwart's Great Hammer, or Soul of the Boreal, recovers HP with successful attacks. That's really good. That's also a really good weapon. I don't know which to pick. Let's see, well, what we got here? We got Hollow Slayer Greatsword and Archer's Spear. Let me check the hammer we got.
Now, do not be away over long.
So let's see, the hammer's 280. And this is 167.63. So that's 230. 230, 280. Okay.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine day it is. So, happened upon any twisted souls?
And that's 176.84. Let's see. One. So that's 260 total. So that's better than my machete, but not as good as Morn's hammer. So let's go for this, because this could be like a lifesaver. Yeah, we can't get that anymore. And this is well, it's less than our machete. I don't even have to do the math because our machete is 160.60, so
Treat the firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like thee, prisoners both, kept to link the fire.
yeah, I think for that one we're better off just consuming the soul of the rotted greatwood. But let us equip that ring we got. Oh, now we got a full repertoire of rings. Nice. There we go, there we go. Nice, that looks nice. Now we're fully equipped.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine day it is. So, happened upon any twisted souls? Knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast-fading flame must be licked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will
we heard
die
this.
a colossus.
Does he, like, not have legs, by the way?
Do not be away over long.
But we're not gonna consume that soul now. We're gonna do it next time, because, you know, let us burn on shard. What does that do? Burn and Shrine to increase Estus recovery. Now, is that like temporary? Let's not screw with that right now. Well, we have gotten past that one regular enemy that gave us so much grief while I talked, hopefully adequately, and rambled on about JRPGs and heaven knows. Next time we see what is beyond here. My voice is really tired and I want to be done, so I'll see you guys next time.